from one brewery restaurant to a local institution. Make sure you try one of their tasty craft brews at the Karl Strauss Beer Garden. ESPN University will be broadcasting the Copley Cup and the Jessup Whittier Cup races again this year in May. All you have to do is go to www.crewclassic.org for the schedule. That's the San Diego Crew Classic, Edition 39, coming up in May on ESPN University.
Swallow the wind through my nose, feel the sand beneath my toes. As I walk along the shore, it's like a yeah, yeah, a deep inside me somewhere. It's like a la-dee-da-da-dee-dee. Happiness is calling me.
Happiness is calling at sandiego.org.
Down at the start, event number 24, Women's Collegiate Novice, Heat A, Lane 1, UC Irvine, Lane 2, University of Oklahoma, Lane 3, California State University, Sacramento, 4, University of Minnesota, 5, Stanford University, 6, University of San Diego, 7, Orange Coast College.
UCI, Oklahoma, Sacramento State.
The starter
Minnesota,
is announcing the crews
Stanford,
after
USD,
he says Orange Coast College.
OCC.
We're ready to go.
Attention.
Attention.
Go.
And we have a start. Event 24, Women's Collegiate Novice. No problems noted here as we get this race underway. Right now, the crew in lane number 4, University of Minnesota, with a slight advantage. Slight advantage over the crew in lane 2, the Sooners from Oklahoma. In lane 6, University of San Diego. But the University of Minnesota pushing out now to a 6-7 seat advantage over the rest of the fleet as they make that transition into the race pace. Let me check the stroke here. Rowing to 34.5. Lane 4, University of Minnesota, your leader. Positions 2, 3, 4 is too close to call. Bow ball to bow ball racing with the crews on the inside in lane 1. That would be UC Irvine. Check that. That would be Oklahoma. Irvine is back in the 7th position. But as we approach the 500-meter mark, your race leader, lane number 4, University of Minnesota. It appears that University of Oklahoma is in 2nd. That is too close to call for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Once again, this is event number 24, Women's Collegiate Novice 8, Heat A.
So in this event, in lane 1, UC Irvine. In lane 2, Oklahoma. 3, Sacramento State. 4 is the University of Minnesota A novice boat. 5, Stanford. 6, the University of San Diego. And 7, Orange Coast College. Again, as with the men's event, this is both novices and freshmen. Novices being true novices and freshmen being junior rowers who are in their first year of collegiate rowing. In this particular race, UC Irvine in lane 1 have losses to their detriment this year against UC Santa Barbara, the UC San Diego twice, Long Beach State and Orange Coast. The University of Oklahoma have wins against Kansas State, Creighton, Kansas and Central Florida, but losses to Texas twice. In lane 4, the University of Minnesota novices have nothing to their record that I'm aware of. This is their A boat. Their B boat is in a subsequent heat. Stanford have no preseason form. The University of San Diego have a loss against UCLA, and Orange Coast have wins against UC San Diego, Long Beach State and the University of California, Irvine. As we come down to the 1,000 meter mark, it appears that we have a clear leader out of lane 3, it would appear.
Even with OC, we can get one seat right here. Each of you take your seat back from them in 2, 1, and together here at 1. Get your seat. 2, 3 with that pop. All right, there we go. We're moving on them. Let's keep it strong. 6, 7 together here. 8. We got him! 10! Here we go, we got 1 seat in that. Don't let them get back up. Keep it strong here. All the way through. Lengthen and quick catch. Drop. Squeeze. Together. Catch. There we go. We still got contact with lane 2 over there. Keep it nice and strong. Stay up on OCC. Not letting it
trailing in lane 1 at the moment, University of California, Irvine. It's Oklahoma in lane 2, who appear to have a fairly significant advantage in the race. At this stage, I'd like to introduce you to a fellow commentator, Michelle Cass, a rower of some renown in the past in San Diego. Michelle, how do you see this race unwinding?
Well, it looks like lane 4, the University of Minnesota, has been very comfortable throughout the race so far. And it's going to be a really close race for third.
So at the moment, it's the University of Oklahoma out of lane 2. They're being pressed by Minnesota, as Michelle says, in lane 4. Difficult to see where the challenge is going to come to those two crews. If it's coming from anywhere, it's coming from lane 3, Sacramento State.
2, 3 over 1,000 meters down. 4, 5. Watch that set. 6.
Well, right now, it looks like lane 5, Stanford University, is moving smoothly and easily, pulling ahead of lane 3. They've got a couple of seats on them, and they look like they're going to keep on moving. About 1 seat on them right now, sorry.
So a big tussle here for the 3rd and 4th spots. Race is separating into several races within the race. Out at the front, it's University of Oklahoma and Minnesota. Then a separate race for the 3rd spot between Sacramento State and Stanford University. Then for 5th and 6th, again another very close race between the University of San Diego and Orange Coast College.
And as they come up to coming closer to the finish line, they're going to put on their sprints. Particularly in this category of racing, anything can happen.
As they come down to the line, it's University of Minnesota out in the middle. They're putting on their sprint. Oklahoma have not really responded with a big sprint of their own. Seem to be content that they've taken up one of the 2 spots in the grand final of this event.
Keep it nice and strong here. Come on, get back up on OCC.
And we have Sac State and the University of Minnesota very close. I think Minnesota just held off Sac State, with Orange Coast easing away a little bit from San Diego for 5th spot.
And Irvine is still coming across to the line.
Game effort from the Irvine crew. They haven't given up in lane 7. Sorry, in lane 1, underneath, right on the beach. So Minnesota and Oklahoma moving on to the Collegiate Novice Grand Final, with Sacramento State and Stanford progressing to the Petit Final of that event.